They could have picked any venue in the world, but they chose this one for a reason. What an atmosphere. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver, 188 centimeters tall with a reach of 191. And up against him, it's David Benavidez, 188 centimeters tall with a reach of 189 centimeters.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Antonio Tarver, a multiple light heavyweight world champions, including the WBA, WBC, and IBF.
This bout is...
All the talking. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Nice idea, and that hook lands. Throws the uppercut, but misses. That right hook's already working well. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place. They will spot it.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. He threw a punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Here we go for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter shot. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react them. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Nice counter-punch right up the middle. Throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. As bad.
Just keep him on the...
And there's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter. That counter punch caught him clean. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Just misses with that uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Tarver in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, focus now, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Otherwise you'll see it and ride it out. Go up there and finish it for this entire fight. And now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight. Straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't go round back. Take away that confidence and stop him in his tracks. Right, just say it again. Don't...
There's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
It's bombs away. Do you believe what we are seeing? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Tarver in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it?
Whoa, Johnny! David Benavidez might be ready to go. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
And he scores with the counter. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice exchange here from both men. Swing and a miss with that left hook. How about that time counter shot? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. There's the bell to start round 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And it's survival time for David Benavidez. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Misses with the straight left. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there, they want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots, get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And the big Mexican monster is down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Talk about David Benavidez that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. And there's the bell for round 8. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter shot. Counter shot lands. And David Benavidez is on the canvas. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Catch and shoot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. talk about David Benavidez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Jab slightly off target. Good counter punch. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't find a home in that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. 1 moment changes everything, especially in this division. The Mexican monster's in trouble. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Tarver in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Those counter punches have to hurt. No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Those counter punches have to hurt. That left uppercut doesn't score. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain with a brain.
That hook is parried away. A perfect counter shot. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym. And there's the bell to start round 12. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Good counter punching. A lot of effort being exerted here. That big hook doesn't land. Good counter punching. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And Tarver crumbles to the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. And the Mexican monster. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.